We're here today at the Sir Thomas More Law School at Strathmore University. I'm very excited to announce the partnership that we're now launching with them. Today we're launching the Microsoft Policy Innovation Center together with the Microsoft Auditorium. The Microsoft Auditorium is available for the students of the university, including the LLM students that will be joining the new LLM program that they're starting, and houses and can sit about 180 people there. The Policy Innovation Center is the center that we're in now. It is a center that will be used for multiple purposes. It's set up in such a way with the technology and the systems that we have in place so that it can operate as a moot court, so that the students will be able to use it and will be able to use and work in an environment that is what we call the modern day court. So it really is an e-justice environment where they will have audio and visual capability and be able to conduct moot courts with judges and magistrates in different jurisdictions through the software that is available here. But apart from that, this center will also be used to gather academics, public sector, private sector, entrepreneurs, and students as well, to start thinking about some of the bigger policy concerns that we have for the region. The World Economic Forum talked very recently about the fourth industrial revolution, and in particular how and what it means for Africa in the Africa Rising narrative. Key things for consideration there are the transfer of digital skills. The second is around the digital economy. And lastly, it is the leverage that public and private partnerships will have in helping develop the right enabling policies for a lot of this to happen. So this center will start to host various topics that we feel are pertinent for today. So if you think about the justice system, obviously we'll be looking at the justice system and thinking about how one can transform that to become an e-justice system. And that will help address some of the sustainable development goals in terms of access to justice, for instance. So if you're able to put in place an e-justice system, you will have faster access to justice, quicker delivery of justice, bring down the cost of justice, have more consistency in the sentencing, etc., etc. But not only in justice, we'll also be looking at other key areas like healthcare, education, agriculture, and the list goes on. Because we truly believe that there are a number of new innovations in the healthcare field. So if you think about healthcare and you think about the ability for us nowadays to have a simple application on your phone and to be able to travel to a rural area where you can do a scan on a pregnant mother, and from that scan be able to send that information to a referral hospital in Nairobi and get a doctor to immediately advise as to whether that patient needs to be moved to a hospital or is having any challenges with her child, then that's important, that's relevant. But in order to be able to take advantage of some of those solutions, you need to be able to have a policy in place or a regulation in place which allows for the transmission of that information from that rural setting to the referral hospital. Unfortunately, in some instances, we don't have policies that allow that. So whereas the solutions are available, you don't have the policies in place that allow for the transmission of some of that data in different forms and fashions. And the same applies across agriculture and across education as well. So this facility will seek to bring the experts together in all these relevant industries for them to share best practice. It'll bring people who have developed solutions already and to be able to showcase those solutions, but it will also bring together policymakers so that they can sit together and start to think about the types of policies that should be put in place right now so that we enable these solutions to be developed even further and for them to be implemented to help us as we move forward.